I made it clear. You can ask me a million questions. I will not provide that information. Private investigator Paul O'Sullivan digs in his heels at Parliament's Ad Hoc Committee on Criminal Justice Capture, but EFF boss Julius Malema fires back. He can't tell us what to ask. State capture, Zondo Commission secrets, pre-1990 mysteries. Is O'Sullivan hiding something huge? Stick around, Mzansi. This showdown exposes it all.
I've dealt with paragraph 4. On paragraph 5.
Thanks, Chair.
Pardon? What?
Honorable Malema.
Yeah, I wanted to check maybe that the evidence leader is now referring us to paragraphs, because I thought they were still going to come to paragraph 3, where the witness suggests that we can't ask him questions about anything before 1990. I've never had a witness who gives an affidavit saying to us, you can't ask me this or that, because when he took an oath, he committed to answer all the questions and do so truthfully. And he can't say to us, so how do we treat paragraph 3 after he has taken an oath? How do we treat it? What is this paragraph worth of?
Welcome to Mzansi PoliScope, your go-to spot for raw, unfiltered South African politics. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We break down the drama so you don't have to. Let's dive in. But it gets darker. O'Sullivan's history is riddled with whispers of wrongdoing. Back in the 1980s, he was suspected of being a spy, allegedly spying on South Africa's liberation movements for foreign interests. Reports claim he fled South Africa under a cloud, dodging questions about his true loyalties during apartheid's final days. Fast forward, multiple assassination attempts on his life, he claims, shot 3 times in 1996, yet critics say he's the one playing dirty, exposing criminals while hiding his own skeletons. Is he a hero cleaning up SA's justice system, or a fugitive with pre-1990 secrets? Malema thinks the latter. Under oath, witnesses must spill everything truthfully. O'Sullivan's affidavit tried to draw a line, no family, education, or business talk pre-1990 to protect himself from criminals. But Malema slammed it as supremacy. He can't tell us which questions to answer. Committee chair pushed back too, noting O'Sullivan's own statement mentions 1970s and 80s events. This isn't just drama, it's about accountability in SA's fight against police corruption, IPD impersonation allegations, and plots against ex-police commissioner Komotso Palane. National security hangs in the balance. EFF's boss promised to deal with O'Sullivan personally, cancelling interviews to show up. Law must prevail over political influence, Malema roared, pushing for subpoenas and full transparency. He's framing this as captured justice from pre-1994, and Mzansi's watching. This showdown spotlights SA's rotting criminal justice system. O'Sullivan claims he's exposing crooks in high places, but his virtual testimony demands, citing safety, and pre-1990 walls scream evasion. Malema warns, allow this and witnesses dictate terms. Goodbye oversight.
Prior to 1990. For what reason, or why do you mention that?
Chairman, just for personal security, over the last 15 years, there's been 10 attempts on my life. In 1996, I was shot 3 times. There have been multiple attempts on my life. And, Chairman, unfortunately, the criminal element, what they try to do is they try to find out things about you, which is of a personal nature. They want to know, where's your business interests? Where are your children living? Where are your properties? So I've made it clear that I'm not going to be providing any of that information. It's just not going to be advanced. And we can sit here all day and you can ask me a million questions. I will not provide that information. I'm entitled to protect my own personal interests and to protect my family interests. And I intend to do that, Chairman.
You have already mentioned that you have 7 children.
Yes, I have 7 children, but I'm not giving all their names out, and I'm not saying where they are and what they're doing. You know, I have the right to protect my family and my interests and my personal interests. And the dirty games that are being played by the criminals that I've been exposing, as I've said prior to this, Chairman, there have been at least 10 recorded attempts on my life. There are people on trial at this moment in time for trying to murder me, for nothing more than exposing their criminal conduct.
Let's just hold it before I take you, Honorable Malema, for a follow-up. Yeah, I note your hands. I don't think that it will be fair for you to make a statement that we can sit here for the whole day.
I can't hear. Sorry, Chairman, I can't hear what you're saying.
Yes, I'm saying that I don't think it's fair for you to make the statement that we can sit here for the whole day. Surely you could get a better way to say it, isn't it?
Well, we don't have to sit here the whole day, Chairman.
Yeah.
I prefer to just get on and give my evidence.
No, I'm saying on the question whether you are prepared to answer for matters before 1990.
Yeah.
And then you say, no, we can sit here for the whole day. I'm not going to say anything. I don't think it's a better way to say it. You could have found a polite way to make that statement. Do you agree with me?
A point taken, Chairman.
Thank you. Honorable Malema.
No, thanks, Chair. I don't think it is correct for the witness to write his own questions and answer them. He can't say to us, we can't ask him anything about things that happened before 90. What if the business you are talking about started engaging in wrongdoing before 1990 and is still doing the same thing now and want to refer back to where it started? What if there is an allegation that you are handling certain activists of the liberation movement that happened before 1990? And that's why you've got certain relationship you have with them today. So it cannot be correct, and that has got nothing to do with criminality. That has got everything to do with trying to demonstrate that you have captured criminal justice system way before even 1994. So it can't be correct, Chair, especially after taking an oath that is going to answer every question here and answer it truthfully. And therefore, we need to make it very clear as a committee that is going to answer every question presented before him here. He's under oath. And it's not going to tell us here that we can sit here the whole day and ask him questions. He's not going to answer those questions. He's going to have to answer those questions. He has taken an oath to answer the questions. And that must be made very clear to him.
Honorable Skosana, Honorable Nomvalo, you are going to speak, honorable members. There is no need for you to be.
Thank you, Chair. Indeed, paragraph 3 is problematic because, you know, when you go to paragraph 5.1, commendation from Scotland Yard for stopping a knife attack and arresting suspect 1978. And now, on paragraph 3, it says that we can't ask him anything before that. He's contradicting his own statement as well here. And as well, I mean, when you look at paragraph 3, background and education has nothing to do with criminality. I mean, it doesn't make sense, Chair. Hence, I'm just giving one example. Himself, this is what he said, yes, Scotland Yard, 1978. He stopped somebody, you know, knife attack. But here he's telling us that we can't ask anything beyond 1990. It can't be allowed, Chair. Thank you.
Honorable Nomvalo. Harvard. Honorable Ngola.
No, Chair, I think it's just a matter of echoing what the colleagues have been saying, that the oath you have just administered now does point it out that the witness must answer fully and satisfactorily. And beyond that, Chair, I don't know how an education background can become a security hazard. And also in the body of the affidavit itself, there are a lot of events that the witness is telling us which are pre-1990. Honorable Poskosana is talking about the 1978 thing, 76. He details on his life in 1986, 1987, 1989. Now, the nature the nature of the paragraph itself is actually limiting us from diving down to what is saying in the body also of the affidavit. So I think we shouldn't accept that there are matters before 1990 that should not be responded to. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think, honorable members, it goes without a debate. The witness has deposed a statement with us. This committee has been mandated to investigate. So any allegations that have been made or any information that members of the committee want to probe with you, they are going to do so. Let me remind you that you are under oath, and let's cooperate.
Thank you, Chairman. For the record, the oath I took was to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I did not take an oath to answer every single question if it's going to violate my personal information and my family security. And if we take, Chairman, paragraph 3, and we take paragraph 5.1, Chairman, the two are not related.
Mr. O'Sullivan, let's not go to the statement now.
Okay, thank you, Chairman.
Listen to me. Look at me. You have the evidence leader in front of you. The evidence leader is going to lead you paragraph by paragraph.
Okay, thank you, Chairman.
And then the oath that you have taken here says that fully and satisfactorily, you are going to ask questions that have lawfully been put to you.
Thank you, Chairman.
So if we on your statement, you have deposed a paragraph that speaks about an event that happened prior 1990s on your statement. The honorable members have a right to ask you about it. If there could have been any witness who came here and made a statement or an allegation about an event that happened before 1990, and you were involved or you are alleged to have been involved, you will have to respond to that. These members, if by chance they have any matter prior to 1990 they want to probe with you, please respond to those questions.
Thank you, Chairman.
But for now, I want you to follow the evidence leader. The points I'm making here must not be points for debate.
Yes, thank you, Chairman. Yeah. And without sounding argumentative, the reality of the situation is that the qualification about prior to 1990 says, for personal and family security, I will not engage in discussions concerning my family, background, education, or business interests in South Africa or overseas prior to 1990. If any member has a question they want to put about any event that took place prior to 1990, and it doesn't impinge on my family security and my safety, I have no problem with that question.
Let me say this to you. Let's cross the bridge when we come to it.
Yes, I think that's a good idea, Chairman.
Because what we What we will not allow here is for you to prescribe what you should be asked and what you should not be asked. For now, there is no question that has been put to you. At that stage, when those questions are put to you, I want you and all of us to proceed with the same understanding that questions are going to be asked here. Questions have been asked with all of the witnesses that have appeared before this committee, and they have responded to those questions. There are witnesses, for instance, some of them were asked very, very sensitive questions, including their romantic relations. Not only here, even in the commission outside here, or even in society out there, those questions have been asked. So I don't want us to be agitated. I want us to understand that you are here before this committee. You are going to cooperate, all of us. We are going to cooperate with you. You are going to cooperate with us. We are a committee probing allegations. And for us to successfully probe those allegations, you have to honestly come forward and respond to the questions that members are asking.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. I want to confirm that I'm here to cooperate, and I'm definitely not agitated. Some of the members may be agitated, but I am not.
No, there is no member who is agitated.
Okay, thank you, Chairman.
It is me who will say that.
Okay.
Yeah. Honorable Malema.
No, thanks, Chair. It's not about whether the question will arise or not. That statement by its own nature is wrong and it must be removed. Before we proceed, we must agree paragraph 3 must be expunged from that affidavit. Because even if he had not written that in that statement, in the affidavit, and someone was to ask a question that is uncomfortable with him, he will bring that to attention and he will make that ruling. Now, if we allow him to proceed with this paragraph 3, it means we allow him to tell us which questions to ask him and which questions not to ask him. We know how we work. We cannot be told in an affidavit, you are not going to ask me questions that happened before 1990. If we allow that to happen, we are setting a wrong precedence. He can't tell us that. He needs to remove that paragraph. We need that paragraph removed. He can't tell us which questions to answer him, which questions not to answer him. If there is a question that is security threat or incriminating or any other matter, you are well placed to deal with those matters. We cannot be told by a witness that you can do anything before 1990, I will not answer. You can even sit here the whole day, I won't answer anything before 1990. We are going to come out of this committee looking like clowns that were told by witness which questions to ask him, which questions not to ask him. He's going to be speaking about other people here. He's going to be speaking about other people here, and he doesn't want to be asked questions about himself. Well, he must be asked questions about himself because he's also going to talk about other people. And he already calls them criminals. So he needs to remove this paragraph 3. It's not about whether the question will come or not. This is just like a principal telling us that we must not go beyond 1990 on this textbook. It can't be corrected. It has got everything else to it smells like supremacy. And we can't sit here with our clear conscience and allow it to proceed like that. We need to be advised from evidence leaders' point of view. I may not know the law. In a situation like this, what do we do? Where this paragraph in a signed affidavit is very problematic. He tells us from right at the beginning, you are not going to ask me anything about 1990. Even if you try, we can sit here the whole day. I want to answer that. And then we say, let's proceed. That is a very disrespectful statement, which must not be accepted by this honorable house.
Whew, Mzansi, that was intense. Paul O'Sullivan versus Julius Malema. Spy past, fleeing SA, pre-1990 secrets. Who's right? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you're team accountability, and subscribe to Mzansi PoliScope for daily SA politics breakdowns. Share with a friend who needs this. Let's keep the conversation going. Hit notification bell for more #Mzansi Politics, EFF, Malema, Paul O'Sullivan, South Africa News. Thanks for watching.